and welcome to Header Builds. My goodness, you pause the game for 1 second to launch a stream, and the bad guys come out of the woodwork to attack you. Let's try that again. Hello and welcome to Header Builds. We're back with another episode of Satisfactory, and today we've got a bunch of stuff on the goal list for today. Primarily is going to be monkeying with our train system because we've completely broken our train. When I set the stations up, I tried to do some signals. We've got the two trains that go different directions right now, and man, I don't know, I did something bad, and now my ore train won't run. And so this is what I get for kind of monkeying around with some stuff off camera, hoping that I could just sneak it in and get something done real quick. And now we've got no trains running. So we're going to jump into getting the trains going first, because with no ore coming into the facility here, we are not making anything at the moment. So that's concerning. We need to keep it going, because otherwise our whole power infrastructure and everything else is going to shut down. Now, off camera, I did run the turbo fuel over here, and just checking in on this. The uranium drone is working just fine, bringing the stuff in now. But what we need is to keep these fuel rods going. You can see that these first two plants have capped out at 50 each. And so now we're starting to build up a reserve in both of these power plants. And the occasional fuel rod does make it back to these. Right now you can see that one of these two generators is currently burning. And our whole waste factory is run dry, which is great. It means that we're keeping up with the waste that we're producing. So this is all under control here, which means I can hop in here. We're going to just take turbo fuel for uranium drones right off of the list. And we're going to start working on our iron copper problems. Bionic, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Now, this is what I did off camera. We came in here and tried to figure out how all these path and blocking symbols worked, where I don't want a train to go down a certain way if somebody else is coming through here. And I've just made a complete mess of it. So I've shut down the nitrogen train on purpose because we've got so much nitrogen coming in that it... actually, I say that and we're out of nitrogen. Hang on, let's unload some nitrogen. But the train that we need to get running again is this ore train. And I think I can send it out. It just won't come back for whatever reason. So we're going to hop in here real quick and see if we can start this off. So I'm going to turn on self-driving. It should head on out here to the Caterium station. And we've got all these different train signals going. My problem is trying to get two different trains going on the same path at the same time in a way that they won't collide. And part of my problem, I think, is because my train stations are pointing two different directions right now. And so the trains are coming head on, where if I think all my traffic went one way around the loop, my trains would not collide so much. So I've extended this out here and added a whole bunch of signals, and they all seem to function. You can kind of see, it's really hard to see at a distance, but you can see where they turn red or green depending on if the signal's giving me a green light or not. And so as I pull in here, you can see my signal's green. So as soon as we're done loading up the Caterium, this train should continue on to the next station, because the green signal here means there's no other trains on the next section of track ahead of me. And this one isn't the problem. In fact, it's not until we get to the very last station that we run into a problem of some kind. So we're going to follow this out there, get the train into that position, and then I'm going to start working my way back through these signals and see if I can figure out why the train won't complete the loop. We may end up just putting a second track all the way back so that we're not combining in on two tracks like this. I don't know if that's going to be necessary. It seems like kind of a waste. I don't see any reasons why I can't share that piece of track. The goal is to get two ore trains going. Now, this train is really long. And I kind of set this up in a weird way where, since I'm only currently bringing in materials on the other end of the train there, it's going to be hard for me to make a short train that just does iron and copper. I might have to do a full-length train that's going to loop around the entire track here, just like this one, and just have 2 trains that are going nonstop. So that's not a huge deal. They're not that expensive to make. And here, so now I've got a signaling problem. It's saying that if I open the train, it says signals are making the next stop unreachable. So even though I've got a green signal here and a green signal at the next section, it's saying I can't move forward because the next stop is unreachable. And the next stop is coal, which should be this one right in front of me. Hey, Joe, how's it going? Alright, so I'm going to come down here real quick and just see if I can figure out what signals might be preventing me from getting up to this next station. I've got what I believe is a block signal here, which is probably unnecessary. I've got another block signal here. What happens if I remove this one? That puts this thing into a tizzy because it loops back in on itself. That's right. Alright, so I'm guessing it's because I don't have a lot of track right here, so the whole train can't pull all the way forward. That is just my guess. So I'm going to get rid of this block signal for a second. And we're going to just extend our platforms out here, and I'm going to have the train come in not so close to give me enough room to adjust this. So let me get rid of this path. And then we'll bring this down a ways here. And then somewhere in here, we're going to reconnect. I'll just do it right where the junction already is. I'm going to extend these out a little bit. Okay. Now let's get rid of some things. This was my path signal for this section. That was the block signal. So the way that this works, as far as I can understand it, is a path signal is what you use when you want to have more than one train hitting a piece of track, and then it'll schedule whether or not it should be allowed to go through there. A block signal will not let a train through if there's a train already down there. So I need a block signal here to say, is there a train down here or not? And then I want a block signal here. And that just ruined the other block signal. Why is that? Signal loops into itself. And then I think I need a block signal down here on the outside of the station to make sure that he doesn't keep going. Let me see if that fixes our signal blocking. So this is green. That one's green. And I'm hoping this means that my block signal on the left over here got resolved. It looks like it did. Alright, so path signal comes in. Now I just need to come down and figure out why the train is not going anywhere. Okay, everything's clear through here. Train, are you still in self-drive mode? I don't think I took him out of self-drive mode. So he's got a signaling problem. Trying to go to coal. And this is a part I don't understand is What signaling problem? There's nothing but green lights between me and the next signal. Maybe I need a path signal right here to indicate this is that two-way type segment. There it is. Oh, and the train starts going. Okay. So because I made this a path from the other side, I think this needs to be a path as well, so that when it's trying to schedule the multiple trains running, if it senses that there will be a train on that segment, we'll be good to go. I don't know. I'm still learning here, and I do appreciate the suggestion there, Bionic. So that gets this going, but I've had him going down here before, and I'm kind of curious if he's going to continue on after he loads up this ore or not. We're going to find out here. So I'd love for this to resolve this train at least. I've got the next station there. I don't see like a signaling area there, so now I've got another signaling problem. I would expect that I could go all the way around. I mean, I've got a signal here that's green. I've got a path signal here. Maybe this one doesn't need to be here. What is this? This is a block signal. And he's blocked because technically he's on this same train track, I think. What happens? Yeah. What happens if I add another block right there to split those into two separate sections? Did not resolve my train. Huh. Now, I don't know, I'm just going to try and toss another one in, because last time all I did was toss a signal in and it started working. What if I block here? Does that help me any? Not really. I really shouldn't need that many blocks. I must be missing a path up here somewhere where I've got the double paths going like I did up here. I wonder if one of the other routes where I have two different ways I can go needs one of these. So this side has one, right? This is a path symbol. And then is this one on the right? Set up that way? Well, what is this? This is a block symbol. Does this need to be a... I'm just wondering if it's having a hard time with splitting back into this station versus going around. We got a path both ways here. Like, I never want the train to go to the left when it's coming back here. I think this is part of my problem. And this is where I'm getting to a point where I think I should just run this straight down the side and not have them combine back in on each other. I think that would solve all of these problems. So we might just do that real quick. I think that's going to be way easier than trying to have them share this little track for one small segment. Let's see if this at least gets the train a little bit farther, because I don't know why it won't pull out of the station at least and go to the next signal. Hey, how's it going, Johnny? All right. So instead of doing all this nonsense, we're gonna just set this up to go this way. All right. Hopefully this works. Oh yeah, that's right. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the holiday up there. Okay, so this is all set up now. And I still don't see a train moving. So I'm going to have to just keep working my way through to see if I can figure out what's causing this. I wonder if this one needs to be a path signal. What is this? I can never remember which signals I put in here. That's a block. That's a block. This needs to be a path signal, actually. This is a two-way segment. And then that one will also need to be a path signal, I think. The signals are based on direction, so if they're on the right, the train can go through it. If it's on the left side... Oh, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, this is a signal for going that way. This is going to be a path signal now. That way, we're good to go. This one's good. This one's not blocking. Get rid of this one, bad things happen. Or not. How did I set up this other side? Oh my goodness. I feel like it shouldn't be this hard. This is a block signal. I just don't want a train coming up here if another train's going up here. I need to probably replace these two that used to be path symbols with block symbols. Like, my understanding is that the block symbols are for one-way traffic, and because then they block from the other side. And the path symbols were for two-way traffic. So this one's not necessary anymore because I have the one right there. We stop at the station, we come back around. This should be a normal block symbol. Yep. And we go all the way down here. Don't need two block signals here, so I can get rid of the closer one. And the train's going to come all the way up here and wait if there's another train coming through the junction. And then this is a path symbol because technically we could have trains going either way. So I only want to enter this if I can schedule something, which means the other side of this needs a path symbol as well. Signal. So I've got a block here. I've got a path there. Does this one need to be a path symbol? Yeah, that broke that, which is what I expect. This is going to throw a fit because has conflicting signal entry points. So it's happy when that's a block. Oh, right here. This one is probably not a path symbol for the two-way part of this. That's probably what's going on. Yep. Okay. So, block has conflicting entry signal types. This is supposed to be a path symbol for the two-way traffic, but path signals can't go through certain types of track. Why did that wait? Why is this one, and if I put this here, why does it affect all of that track? This path should link up to this one being a path signal, I think. Oh my goodness. I don't want this thing's overlapping. That's fine, I can chain those. It's this one that's causing me problems. If I put this here, it's not happy because technically I could go left or right, even though I never want to go right. If I get rid of that, that causes problems here because there's no exit signal. Yeah, bionic for sure. I am not sure why I'm having all of these problems here. I've gotten all the other stations working, and I'm just not quite grasping this path signal stuff, I don't think. It's these junctions that are throwing me off. Like, this makes sense to me. This path signal and the other path signal over on the other side of the one-way here they're tied together. So only one train can go either way on this. That makes sense to me. This part is where it gets confusing. Because I never want a train coming back this way to go to the right. I suppose I could just put a blocking signal in over here. Would that solve it? Or does this need to move up here? It just feels like that's too far forward. If I move that there, and then get rid of this one. Block symbol. There. That one. Conflicting entry types. No exit signal. Yeah, the path signal needs a signal opposite it. So that side I understand. Block has conflicting entry signal types. Is that because I need to now make a path over here? I don't have an exit over on this side, I guess. Let's see what we can do. This is a path, and then this needs to be a path. And then I'll have to fix this down on the other end because I don't have an exit down there. Okay. This one is broken. That one is broken now. What is this one supposed to be? Lock has conflicting entry signal types. But like the train can't even go this way because this is like the stations are one way. I mean, I guess the train could drive through a station backwards. Like, what am I doing different than this other station? I come in on a one-way. I've got blocks in the front and the back of the station. And I have a path there. I have a block on the side path before I get to the T. Is that what I'm missing? There's a block before the T. I wish there was like a small video or something that came along with this. You're holding a signal, you can see the colors of the tracks with the blocks, yeah. So I think what I may be missing right now is a blocking signal right on the other side here. So I'm gonna bring one up to somewhere like here. Let's split that out. Conflicting entry signal types. Like, do I just need a... I don't think that's gonna help. I shouldn't need one on this side at all. When I come into that other T over there, I've got a path, and I'm blocking on the other side. Like, I don't understand their message. It's very vague to me, so I'm coming here. I want a path because I only want to go to the one side. I've got a blocking signal on the other side over here. So it won't go there if it can't. It shouldn't be able to go over here. And then if I come down here, I mean, obviously this path is messed up. Maybe I should just take it out until we get to that point. That's gonna mess up all these other ones. Blocking, so I'm only coming in. Change the one in front of the end station from a block to a path. Not this one. That one is a path. Oh, you mean this one over here? Okay, this one. This one's a path. Don't need that one. Oh, why does that actually work? Okay. Let's think about this. So I come out of here. Why does this need to be a path? Because it feeds into another path? because there could be two different trains on this section here. So I'm going to keep going around here then, because I need to fix this all the way back, because I'm not sure, you know, if that train is hung up because I need to fix something at that station, or if it's because I need to continue to fix something here. But I'm 99% sure I need a path right here, and that was, I think, wrong. I think I need to actually connect it to the track. There we go. Okay, now this one's going to be broke, I know, because I don't have one on the other end. I just want to make sure I didn't screw everything up behind me. So coming into this track now, I need a path going from the other way to make sure that any trains trying to go back and forth on this segment don't collide with each other. So we'll go grab that real quick. Yeah, I'm not sure what I've got here, but I don't think it's a path signal. If it is, I probably just need some more signals before you get to this one. This is a block signal, which is not what I want right... Well, I don't know what I need right there, but this one needs to be a path signal. This is messed up because block has no exit signal. I think I need to do something, oops, similar here. I need one signal on both sides. Both sides, like right here. Well, that makes sense. Hang on. Definitely need one here. Okay. Oh, I see what it means now. That makes sense. And so because I've got a signal here, I'm gonna need, this is a block signal, this one needs to go away. This one is gonna need to be a path signal to handle two trains here, and then similarly, we need one on this side of the intersection. Because otherwise things can collide. So I've got a path signal there. This train should... Oh, that's the wrong way. Hang on. The signal loops into itself. This one is going to be a block somewhere over here. Yeah, right in here. In case I ever set up two trains there. That looks good. Does that solve this problem? This does not solve this problem. Okay, let me think about this. I can come through here with a train and go around, or I can come through here with a train and go around. This signal is messed up, as is this signal. And this one might be messed up because of something I did on the other side, I'm not sure. Go through here. We need a path and a path. This can block. This is a path. Bionic, you have a lot more experience with these trains than I do, that's for sure. And I've got a whole messed up set here. This probably needs to be a path signal because this part can be two ways. This one probably also needs to be a path signal, because all of these can be two ways. Let me do some upgrades. Okay, that's a path now. These are paths. This is only ever going to have one train on it. That's a path signal, though. Okay. So those are paths. But this section will only ever have one train on it. So if I do that... No. Conflicting entry signal types. What is this one complaining about? Oh, no, this can have two. And then this one's complaining because it's a station. Yeah, okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. And then here, we block. If it's a station, that's fine. That's fixed. And then I need a block up here, I think, to solve this signal problem. Oh, or maybe a path. Let's see. Okay. Now I have a path there. I've got, yep, that fixed all those problems. I'm almost there. I appreciate the feedback there, Bionic. I think I'm starting to have this solidify in my mind a little bit. It's path signals are not two ways. To make it a two-way, you need one on both sides of the track. Yes. So, which is there and blocking here. Yeah, that makes more sense. Now the question is, I gotta go figure out why the ore train's not moving. But before I do that, I want to start this guy back on, and we'll see if he can figure out what he's doing. I just want to make sure that this train no longer has any problems. He's docking. I could probably get rid of... Oh, this guy's a two-way train for a reason still. Okay. I think he's going to be good. We'll see if he gets stuck at the other train station or if he comes back just fine. But we are... I think we've got this section figured out. What we need to do is go figure out why our other train is still not coming back. And based on what we've just learned, I think it's just missing some path signals. But in order to get out there just a little bit faster, I'm gonna build a little train here real quick. All right. Choo-choo, let's go. Okay, that had a double signal. This one... So it's not going to go to the left because I have a signal that blocks there. That one right there looks problematic. Hang on. Let's just make sure we're doing this right. This path signal should probably be right here. I think. Let's bring it back. Like this. Yes. All right. That is necessary because I need a block before a station. These two path signals align with each other. The train is moving up there. Gonna have a problem. I think that was it. I think that signal back there is the only thing I really needed to fix. Maybe this one too. about this one back here. Because I think it won't come back if I don't have another path signal on the opposite side of it. Right? Because, yeah, this side says no thank you. So if I put one right there, now I need to... I have conflicting entry types. I can fix this. What is this? That's a block, and this is a block. I need this block because of the station. Why is this bugging me? Conflicting entry signal types. Because if somebody's sitting here, and I needed to go further, like... I thought I had this, and now I don't understand why this one's blinking. I have two paths behind me on this. Look at the colors of the track when I'm holding the signal. Yeah, this is what, like, I understand this part. Like, I've got... I mean, I feel like it's telling me I need one over there, but I don't really ever want the train to go that way. Does that mean this needs to be a path symbol? That will shut him down from going that way. Yes. Okay. I see. I think I see. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna... And then the rest of this is a one-way track, which should be fine with blocking signals here. I think we've got it. We're gonna find out. We're gonna see if that train comes back from the main base or not. I wonder if manually driven trains will properly flag everything for the path signals. Like our train is that our train already at the Caterium? I think it is. Let's see if I can stop here and let him come through. Very excited if this works. Alright, looks like he's coming back. And this thing is full, right? So I'm thinking about just, yeah, this thing guy's already full of everything. Thinking about just running the two full-size trains. Yeah, this guy's going. Alright, we're gonna set this guy back up. I'm gonna run him up to the main station so that I can make sure I get the right number of freight cars. But we are good to go, I think. The fact that we've got the symbols on the back sides of these signs is the part that I think I was having a hard time with in my head, as far as figuring out how the tracks are getting determined as one-way versus two-way tracks, whether or not you can get a train going both ways on them. And so I've said I thought I had it, and we had problems a couple of times, but I think I actually have it this time. That nitrogen train is on its way out. See if I end up with any derailed trains after I get this going, but I think we should be good to go. Now this one. Alright, here we go. good to go. This is going to help our factory out a lot, though. Oh, forgot to hit the brakes, actually. Let's back this up. I'm going to slap everything down, and I'll never have to think about trains again, hopefully. We'll see. We might actually end up needing to build some more trains, so I shouldn't say never again. Like trains to more resources in other parts of the map. Hang on. Why can I not? Oh, there we go. It's clipping on me. This train station itself is getting in my way of placing more cars. I'm stuck. And one last car. Alright, that should be the full train. Now, I probably need to give this a unique name so I can keep track of them. Train menu. This is ore train 2. And let's edit the timetable. We stop at Caterium, then we stop at iron, copper, limestone, then we stop at coal, then we stop back at the main base. Save. Turn on self-driving. So ore train 2 is on the way. Ore train 1 didn't come back yet. I kind of expected him to come back already. So this is, maybe he was on his way back, and because I started this guy off. Yeah, he is on his way back. They're doing the calculations. Let's see if they end up going head to head. Hope not. Okay, that's good. I think he's getting out of the way. Like he got out of the way. Oh, this is beautiful. The other train's gonna come through. This guy's gonna wait until he gets through. And we should be golden. Alright. And we'll schedule for a path here. All right. Look at that. We've solved trains. Well, since the other guy came back, I'm going to be pretty confident that this guy will make his way back. And they're spread out pretty well, I feel like. So one is heading out while the other's coming in. We should have plenty of time to reload the ores in between. And we can always come back and check on it and optimize it a little bit in the future. Maybe I need to push more ore into the train stations to, faster just to make sure we have enough. But right now, this should solve a lot of the problems we've been having with being iron and copper starved. Super exciting. Finally! Much appreciated Bionic there on helping me sort out the train signal system. It's actually working really well. And my nitrogen train didn't crash into me. It waited its turn too. Everybody's waiting their turns. It's awesome. It's actually really exciting because now I feel like we could do more trains if we needed to. I was kind of nervous about it, but now we are good to go. With that out of the way then, let's see what we got left to do here. We have taken care of turbo fuel. We've taken care of iron and copper. I need to solve my rubber problems and my aluminum problems still, just as a thing that we need to do today. But before we get started on those, because I think they're both running right now, I want to get Phase 5 manufacturing up and going. And this is creating fix-it ingots to create fix-it trigons. I think we're good. Okay. So, what is this creating then? This was our SAMs fluctuators and aluminum. Alright, let us figure out where we can set up to build this next component. I have to get Transport Fever 2. That is a game that I have wanted to play around with for quite some time, so I might have to check that out at some point in the not-too-distant future. Neural quantum processors. I hear I played Factorio back when it first came out, and the new expansion's coming out. Factorio has a pretty robust train system in it as well, so I'm excited to play around with that a little bit in the near future when that launches. Like, that's next week. Alright, I have my time crystals up here. So I think it makes sense to build these new things up top because these quantum encoders were quite large, as I remember. Let me consider where this should go. If I stick it right there, I can belt the time crystals straight into it. What other materials am I going to need for this recipe? This is going to be making a lot of dark matter. Supercomputer, trigons, excited photonic matter. That's right. What was that? Was that a particle accelerator recipe? Maybe not, because it doesn't have excited photonic matter converter. I was going to say, that didn't have a gas output for me. Fused modular frames. What did I just use all my fused modular frames on? Where am I making those? That I have 9 in my inventory. I must have a production somewhere that's starved. I'm pretty sure they get made in these blenders over here. What I don't know is which material did I run out of. These are the cooling systems. And these are the fused modular frames. It was probably because I had the nitrogen shut down for a little while. And we just weren't creating more of them. That's okay. So we only make 3 per minute, though, between these two. We might need to up our production capabilities here a little bit. Okay, let me check. I'm not actually using them to make something, although I'm going to need them for this research in a second. No, I just need the one more to build the machine. Alright, well, we should have one more any second now. Come on. How long do they take to make? Are taking 40 seconds. I feel like it's been 40 seconds. Can just grab one right off of the rack, I suppose. Maybe. Not off of that rack, I can't. Right up here. Used modular frames. Where am I taking these? What are we doing with them? Spaceship parts, or spaceship, you know what? I'm gonna grab a handful so that I can make a couple converters. Okay. I'm gonna put down a converter right on the side of this so I can just pipe it around the corner. This. Right into that. And this is gonna be making excited photonic matter. And I'm going to put down some power. This is going, that's 75 per minute. This is 200 a minute. So if I need to do multiples of these, I can. Supercomputers, time crystals, and trigons. Nobody knows. That in there. Supercomputers are over there, but we're going to bring the other materials in first, because I know they're right underneath me. Let's put this down. It's right here. Yeah. Okay. This is going to go this side. And we might as well bring some ceilings over so that I can take this stuff up through the floor. Somewhere right here, right in the middle of the platform in front of me. Let's see if I got it right. Oh, I did. Love seeing the trains just trucking away over there. So hard for me to tell how high to go with these conveyor lifts. All right. There's one more material. Now I just need some supercomputers. Let's go see where we're bringing supercomputers down into the factory. I think we're building them one over right here, maybe? No. Right here. And I'm not bringing them anywhere down into the factory yet. If I need to go over there, though, let's put our hole right here. If I can figure out where that's at. I'm excited because this is one of the last steps necessary to get us into having all the Tier 9 stuff done. Okay. I forgot one important step. I don't have the conveyor hole set up to bring it back up in front of our machine. Where to take it if we don't set that up. So let's toss that in the floor right here. Like so. And I'm going to put the input down here facing back. Find that other one that I just stuck in here. Is it right there? I think this is my supercomputers. Bring it right up the way here. Sure, I actually brought supercomputers in. Sometimes I've got random other holes with stuff that I started to work on and forgot to actually hook up. This is supercomputers. Oh, it's in the wrong spot. You know what? I was gonna move the whole thing. Just gonna pick it up. It's not a big deal. Wow, look at how much power that's gonna use. How many sloops do I have left? If any. Oops. Wrong box. Got 2. Not enough to overclock this machine. We're gonna make 3 per minute here. So let me toss a box out in front of it. Somewhere right here. Go. Come on, custom processors going. We're going to have to figure out how to get rid of this dark matter residue next. That's the wrong way. No, that was the right menu. Dark matter residue. And that's going to go into making some things, I think. Dark matter crystals, which also require diamonds. Oh my goodness, we're going to need more diamond production. What do I use dark matter crystals for? Superposition oscillators, which also has an output of dark matter residue. That's alright, this is the next major thing that I need to be building anyway. So let me put down a quantum encoder to start working on that. Which side? This side has got my liquid output. So we're gonna grab one of these. And I think I'm going to do the entirely janky, bring it the other way, like this. Okay. This is now superposition oscillator. Oh, I'm doing this wrong. I need dark matter crystals going into that. Dark matter crystals. Which is the diamonds, and it's in a particle accelerator. Alright, diamonds and a particle accelerator. I'm going to need a lot more diamonds. Although I need a lot of these time crystals. I was thinking maybe I could just steal one of these. That would make 12 diamonds per. And if I had another particle accelerator here, I need a bunch of fused modular frames for that. Let's go grab some. They're right below us. We can see how many that takes to actually process. Is my fused modular frames? Yeah. I'm not using them very fast, so I can feel confident stealing a bunch of them like this. Okay, this particle accelerator is huge though. That's lined up, but if I wanted to bring in these pipes, that's going to be a little bit more work. 30 per minute for dark matter crystals, and I'm using 36 a minute, or no, not there. So we're using 36 a minute here, and I'm only making 30 per minute, so I'm going to need a lot more coal. Let me just slap down a second particle accelerator. We're going to bring in another belt of coal. This is going to be making diamonds. See if I can. It's a splitter. So see if I can merge into this, but it doesn't. I wanted to combine these two diamonds into one line. So I'm gonna put a merger in right in front of this. coal will probably need to move. I'm going to put a merger here in case we decide we need another one of these, although I don't know where I'm going to come up with that many diamonds. Then I can take the diamonds and the dark matter residue and bring them this way once we're done with these machines. So that goes into there. This is going to come out here. Like that. Okay. It's always the power pole you need that doesn't have enough connections. Okay, diamonds, dark matter residue. We're making dark matter crystals now. Let's get this guy online. He needs 600 coal per minute. I am running 2 trains now, so the 600 coal a minute I was running before, that wasn't quite enough. Should be better now. Yeah, I can belt this over here in a way that I'm double belting, I think. I'm gonna steal from here. We're gonna make this a splitter. It's gonna come in from the back side. And then this guy is gonna be pointed the same way. Use a splitter just to make sure that it lines up. And bring some coal over to here. Alright, so that's all well and good. But in order for this to actually work, I'm going to need to do a few things. One is figure out why coal's not going up into this side. And I'm going to need to upgrade this belt to the top tier Mark 6 belts everywhere. Oh, this is spinning now. This is not hooked up to the power grid. That's why it's not doing anything. Alright, now we're using coal. Need upgrades. So, Mark 6 belts. We haven't done a lot of Mark 6. That one's getting upgraded. Oh, that's interesting. It obfuscates what you're bringing up now. I guess I've not used any of these. Bet you I forgot to do... Yep, that's all looking good. Okay. And this needs an upgrade. That needs an upgrade. All the way back to the train. Does got a lot in here, so that's encouraging. We're bringing 578 items per minute in. It's not quite enough for what we need to be doing, but this belt should get us 1,200? Yeah. So this belt should be able to bring exactly what we need to keep both of those particle accelerators going. It's just whether or not the trains operate fast enough to keep the train depot full of coal. That's a whole separate problem. Did I upgrade this? That's a conveyor lift Mark 6. That's definitely a 6. Oh, we've got a weak spot right there. That's a 6. And then it's okay if these are 5 at this point, because we're bringing less material in once we hit this merger. All right, I think we've done it. Let's go double check that both of these are running at max efficiency. It says 75, but I think we're probably good. So they are just cranking away. Nothing's getting stopped. These are cranking away. Nothing's getting stopped. Which means I should see these 3 operating at full efficiency now. And this stuff is loud once it gets going. And then this thing is just waiting on diamonds, which we're getting slowly. Well, once these back up, we should be going. I think this is just a manifold problem. Yep. Alright, that's fine. We've got the materials coming. What's next after we have dark matter crystals, though? We need dark matter crystals feed into superposition oscillators, which is more excited photons, but I've got some. I'm using 125 a minute from there, and this one's only using 75 per minute. This is making 200. Oh, that's perfect. So I could have this power 2 different machines. So let's do that. Production. I'm going to put down another quantum encoder somewhere right over here, I think. So then I can bring that over. This line. Is that going to line up if I one out here? Probably right there. Let's do that. So if I get rid of that, we can just run all of our pipes again. And this can run straight into here. Making superposition ice oscillators, and then I need the dark matter crystals coming out of this thing to come over into this thing. What is this thing? Quantum encoder. Alright. So that's capable of doing 30 a minute. This is capable of doing 30 a minute. So if I get my diamonds situated, these two can run back to back. That's a lot of dark matter. After we get into this thing, I just need crystal oscillators and aluminum sheets. Alright, well, I've got some in my inventory. I'm going to drop them in there. Crystal oscillators are right on over here on the far side there, but I think I'm bringing them in to something else right over here. I don't recall. Let's follow along. Bringing them over there. down. There we go. That's the one I'm looking for. Hopefully I'm bringing them across. Oh, I am. Look at this. It's beautiful. They go way down there. Okay. Once again, I got too excited, though. So I know I'm bringing them down the factory, but I forgot to put a hole in the floor so I know where to take them to. Focus. Gotta focus. I like having to fly back and forth. The hover pack is great, but it's also quite slow. Alright, I'm gonna have the crystal oscillators come in the first one, and the aluminum's gonna come in the second one, because my aluminum's coming from this corner over here, if I'm not mistaken. So let's get the crystal oscillators going first, since we just identified where those are. There's one of these around here. Oh, there they are. Oh, this is going to work out beautifully. So I can just break them off and bring a line down. I'm going to turn this right back this way. And we will run the belt down here. And I need to put a splitter in here to line up with this. Okay. Right in here. Not quite gonna make it. I always hate when it comes in just a smidge short like that. Crystal oscillators run, and then I need aluminum sheets, which I think I'm making on one floor down. Definitely not making it on any of those belts. Let's see where I can bring this up a floor. That is not what I thought it was. Okay. I must be making it 2 floors down. Oh no, our aluminum is backed up again. That's the next problem we've got to go deal with here. Oh no, this is... Maybe I'm building aluminum 1 floor up because I'm merging it with 2 things right here. Oh, that's super convenient. It's even easier than I was expecting. So I'm gonna point this this way. These are aluminum sheets getting brought actually all the way down here already. I could split, well, I could split and grab them from there, but we'll just bring another line up, I think. Like this. And I'm going to go ahead and just do this pointing the other way. We'll make everything line up better. Alright. Oh no, we're off by 1. How did I know that was going to happen? We can't be off by 1. Alright, aluminum sheets have been run. Oh, I can't even get rid of the excess in my inventory. Oh, I can drop them in there. Yeah, aluminum ore. As soon as I get this this next chain running here, I think we're going to go solve the aluminum water overflow problems. But now I've got all of these going, and my dark matter residue is maxed out, so I need to figure out how to ditch dark matter residue here. This is going. We're short on diamonds. This is problematic, but I'm using them as fast as I can create diamonds. Dark matter residue. What else do we use it in? We only use it in... oh, Fixonium. Fixonium would burn some of that up. But really, I just need a lot more diamonds. We need to make as many dark matter crystal as we can to burn through this. Because I don't really feel like going all the way up to plutonium waste in our nuclear facility. That would be a lot of work. I think it's going to be easier to just make more diamonds. But that's also going to require me to have a lot more coal coming from somewhere. Dun, dun, dun. We can always bring in more coal, I suppose. I've got all the coal from the fuel depot over there. We're not really using the coal power for coal at this stage. That's 125 per minute. That would use up, and this would use 150 per minute. How much am I making here? Only 75. So yeah, if I could keep this supplied with diamonds, I could actually drain a good chunk of this one and some of the other one. 125, 150, 75, so I'd have 50 extra. I could overclock it. I just need another round of diamonds in here. So I'm only creating 60, using 36 up here. I think I'm still just running into manifolding problems because this whole system is so slow. That's okay. Do I have diamonds in my inventory? No. So this is gonna need to tee up with the other one. I think what I'm gonna do to get myself moving here, just to give myself some time. Let's put a fluid buffer in. And we will bring all of the materials right into, oops, this from the back side, like that. There's my pipe over here. What's a few ugly pipes? That is going to at least give me a bit of a buffer. It's not huge, but that should keep me going for a few minutes while we sort out the diamond crisis. And we're making superposition oscillators now. So the dark matter's getting burned up. This thing is creating the neural quantum processors, of which I need 100. So that's going quite slowly. And then I need to put a chest out in front of this thing for the superposition oscillators real quick. Organization, regular storage container for stuff of this quantity. And if I had sloops, we could be quadrupling this stuff up as we make it too. But diamonds are the order of the day. We need the diamonds to keep this machine burning through the dark matter residue. Right? This is filling up. All right. Well, we've got all of our components in flight. Let's go figure out why I don't have aluminum real quick again, which is, I'm 99% sure is the water. I'm just going to grab those 20 fuse frames. I think I need another 90 after this, but I'm not in a hurry because I can always grab some off the belts. And we still need 67 of the purpley cube things. Okay. Aluminum factory, you have vexed me for long enough. It is time for us to solve your water problems. So, first things first, let's just put some more aluminum back into the factory. And then I need to come up with a resource that uses water up for us here. This is producing. To burn excess water. What is water consumed by? Packaged water, liquid biofuel. I have so much of this biofuel stuff in my inventory that we could do that as a short-term solution to this problem, probably. Let's do that. How much space do I have over here? Not a lot. I guess I can build it up on top here. I don't know why these are all 4-meter platforms, but we'll just roll with it. Get our platforms in place, get the chainsaw out to clean all this nonsense up. Let's see, can I get to this one? Couple more trees under here that I'd like to get rid of. Okay. Here we go, here we go. I wonder if the chainsaw can use liquid biofuel if we were to have it in our inventories. Okay. So the idea here is that we can set up refineries that will take in biofuel. Really, I don't have 10 motors on me? Oh my goodness. Hang on. Production, crafting bench. Motors. Motors. We got so many productions that are struggling right now. It's the lack of copper that's hurting the motor production still, I think. We're using so much of it up to try and make the nuclear pasta. I need to start bringing more copper in, I think. We fixed the train, but I don't think I'm bringing enough copper into the train depot to make a difference here. We'll find out. Alright, I'm gonna get... Oops, I was gonna get 10 of them, but 9 will be fine. And this is the water. I'm running them as 2 separate systems right now. What I'm thinking about doing, though, is getting rid of fluid buffer. That's completely completely unnecessary. This valve proves to be unnecessary too. We're gonna run this in here. We're gonna run this in there, so all my water flows in, goes out, 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 and then I can bring my excess up where we're gonna, have a refinery, but we need to rotate this one. There we go. And I just want to bring this all the way over here. Similarly, this is gonna go. And we're gonna bring this one up here somewhere as well. Okay. Don't know what I'm doing with it just yet, but it's up here. And then I need refineries. I'm gonna build 2 refineries, one for each overflow of water. Of course, I didn't think it through, and we don't have enough whatchamacallits for it. But this is going to make a liquid biofuel. This is going to consume 45 water a minute, but hopefully, because it's only going to run when it needs to, it's, is this going to negatively affect my system? Like, I wish valves, I wish I could get my water system to balance. That's what I wish. Let me build a few motors while I'm thinking about it. Like, I guess I'd rather have my aluminum just run slightly less efficiently than get shut down completely due to water consumption problems. I guess I don't need 2 refineries, though, because I shouldn't have that much excess water. I can just tee these 2 together and feed them into 1 refinery. Just trying to think about how that all works with the way water flow typically happens. So if I just stick this right back here. Side. This one goes in the back. This thing's going to take a bunch of water here eventually, once I hook it up to power. Every time. Okay. There we go. This in here now. Start consuming excess. I'm gonna need to package this, so let me build a packager. Oh, and of course, I won't have canisters out here. How do I make those? Empty canister. Plastics. So I'll need to run plastics down here, or maybe I'll just run this fuel back up to the base and I'll package it up there. That might be easier than bringing another material out here. And as far as solid fuel goes, I'm going to set up a little area right over here that I can dump all of my miscellaneous stuff into that's going to make the biofuel for me. So that is the plan, I think. Let me few of these here. So that's going to be a constructor for the biofuel itself. And feeding into that is going to be 2 constructors, one for leaves, one for wood. And let me get this this all hooked up to some power so that I can fly around over here. Where's the nearest? Oh, right there. Oh, finally. Okay. Where's it at? Wood and leaves. We're gonna merge this all in from here. My dog is losing his mind up there. And then this is the biomass. Or no, this is, I've got biomass, this is the biofuel. So into biomass, into biofuel. So I've merged, let me bring this forward just in case I decide I want to add some more of these to make it faster later on. Right now I'm not too worried about it, but you never know. Let's just check the outside camera real quick to see if he's barking for a good reason or if it's just the neighbor's dog is having too much fun for him. Nope, it's just Amazon. You know, it's funny is most days the dog just doesn't care. And then there's days like today where he's losing his freaking mind because somebody walked on our sidewalk. Alright, one splitter that way, one splitter this way. We'll start with 2 of these just for the fun of it. Don't really need that much infrastructure. And then here we're going to do a smart splitter so that we can get only the materials going into this that we need. And then this one is going to be center output as, what did I say? Oops, wood. All right. Center output is wood. The left output, we'll just say is any because it doesn't matter. And then this is going to go this way. This will be right output is leaves. This is not any, it's overflow, any undefined. That's even better. And then center is any undefined. So I've got wood, I've got leaves. I need a storage box to hold it all. And just in case I drop something random in there that I don't intend to, I'm going to just have an overflow box over here. Alright. Wood, leaves, chunk, chunk, chunk. Solid biofuel. And then all we got to do is merge this right back in. Down alongside our other materials. Belt is too steep. Let's go with the janky looking one then. Now I've got solid biofuel, I've got water, and I'm making liquid biofuel. So I'm going to bring my liquid biofuel out, and we're going to run it right down the edge of this thing. So if I bring that to there, messed it up again. Bring this to here, down we go. All the way back to the base. Probably should have raised that up a little bit. Ah, well. What's a little bit of, oops, clipping at this point with some of this stuff. Okay. Let me go. Get rid of this. Do you like this game too much to remember for you? Nice. Where am I packaging this? All the way over on the other side, probably? Where I've got my plastic. I'm guessing that's going to be my best spot to do it. Oh no. Put it in the wrong spot. I'm going to bring it here. And I'm going to bring this straight down the way here. Haven't used this in a bit, and we're about to... I can't take it off when I've got stuff built on it. I think we're going to be replacing this with the Mark III in just a second, so let me go ahead and get all my stuff out of here. Let's get rid of that. Make room for our pipe to come down the way. My goal is to just run this all the way around to where we've got the plastic coming in. Just like so. To move this power pole, it's not centered. Do you turn off the fog? There's a console command for that. So like I've got fog on right now. If I go, I think it's Control-Shift-L to enable the debug console, and then you push tilde. And I just type fog, and it's r.fog0. And then boom, all the fog goes away on the entire map. But yeah, it'll autofill for you if you just search for fog, but the command is r.fog0. Dude, seriously, I'm building in my base. Stop shooting spitter stuff at me. Okay, we're over here. Let us see which one of these has plastic in it. That one. Where am I going to package this stuff? Probably right over here. If I put a packager down, like right here. Dude. Okay, I'm not dealing with you while I'm trying to build this. Thank you. Bring this around. Come right here. plastic's just getting tossed anyway. Bring a belt out and down over here. Let's not go quite so high with it. That way it doesn't clip. Here. Oh. What are you doing, belt? There to there. Okay. That is the completely wrong thing to do. We need a constructor first. Plastic to build packaging. Empty canisters go. And then the packages come in here with the biofuel, which is not getting pumped up here, so I'm going to have to deal with that in a second. This needs power. This is going to be packaged liquid biofuel. Yeah, the fog was really annoying, especially for trying to get a decent screenshot half of the time. Alright, we got it. I just need to go figure out why I don't have any liquid biofuel coming down here. Wouldn't have thought that the head lift would have been that far. We didn't go up more than like 4 meters. So maybe I just forgot to hook it up somewhere? Question mark? We'll find out. My aluminum problems are all backed up again. Wait, I've got liquid biofuel here. Is it just that I don't have enough to bring it all the way back? It's slowly but surely making its way down the way here. I don't think this little bump is creating enough head lift problems that I'm not getting there. I think it's just a matter of how much I'm creating. I'm probably actually just out of biofuel. Yep. Alright, well, this is not going to be a long-term sink solution, but I've got so much of this stuff. Let's get this factory running and see if it solves my aluminum problems automatically. These are going to need to be powered. Okay, now we've got power there. And wood. Leaves. So I stick those in there. Those in there. These start crafting. They start going through to here and to here. And then they're going down the way. Alright. I'm gonna go get the rest of our biodegradable materials out of the big chest I have over on the other side of the base here. And by the time I get back, I expect to see aluminum flowing down those belts. Then we got to work on identifying our copper and coal bottlenecks so that we can actually finish up these research objectives, because we are so close to having everything being produced to make all of our Phase 5 components, I think. Ah, yes. We have AI limiters for days. Leaves and wood. Yeah, these last few components that we slapped together are not the prettiest setups that we've done, that's for sure. That's okay. Actually, I should be able to just dump all of this in here, no problem. This pays to keep some of the inventory cleaned up here. Alright, so we've got biofuel going down the line. Let's go check and see why most of our machines are shut down. I suspect it's because we're not burning through enough water. This has got plenty of water. And these are backed up on water, as expected. This comes through here. This comes back out here. And it's gonna get pulled in here eventually. Water everywhere. Yeah, I guess I could put one of those buffers back in so that I can still flush it. Oops. I'm gonna get rid of this ramp stuff here. This doesn't make any sense to me. Get rid of the 2-meter foundations, and we're gonna put in a nice 2x2. I think will hold a fluid buffer. Industrial fluid buffer. Where are my pipes coming from, just so I can make sure I've got room for them. I'm only going to need to bring one pipe out of this thing. That pipe, and then on this side I think I'm gonna just hook these two together and then have all the excess get pushed out into the fluid buffer. I think is how that'll work. Not completely sure. But I've now got a place to flush when this isn't consuming it fast enough. Although it looks like we are now consuming an excess 45 per minute over here. So I would expect that to keep these running. Looks like I've got good aluminum going down most of my belts. Just got a bit of excess water here that we're still struggling to get rid of. I'm gonna let this run for a bit. We're gonna see if it stays more balanced, and if we run out of aluminum again, I'll know where I need to go to shut it all down. I might just have to dial the water inputs down and have it run at less than 100% efficiency moving forward. But let's follow this all the way back now. We should have biofuel coming all the way back to our packager, and we wanted to start using that for our jet packing. Everybody has indicated that I get so much more boost out of the biofuel instead of the jet fuel that I'm using, or turbo fuel, I'm sorry, that we're using right now. And this thing's not doing anything because I don't have enough biofuel yet. I think I'm just filling up pipes still. This is not that much head lift that it should be stuck. Yeah, there, it's finally filling. It just took that long to get over here. Wow. Okay. Well, we're good. I need a storage unit out in front of this, so I'm gonna do the dimensional storage box. I'm down a Mercer sphere for that. Ooh. Finally ran out of Mercer spheres again. Let's see if I can swap this in here. And go like this. Nothing nearby, not surprising. Well, in the short term, I'm going to put down a single storage box just to get us going. Let's take some of that. And if I swap this in and then... trying to remember what key it is. I think I can come in here and say that my packaged biofuel is the preference. And I was going to check to see if the chainsaw could use it. I'm on area mode. Nope. Chainsaw looks like it just uses the normal stuff. I'm going to keep one stack in my inventory for the chainsaw, I suppose. That's unfortunate. And yeah, that's just going to town. So I'll grab some more of that for the adventure phase we're about to go on in not too long. I need to stop burning fuel. I need to go and find some more Mercer spheres, some sloops, hard drives, all that good stuff here soon. I just wanted to get all of our next tier stuff being built. It looks like my diamonds are still running pretty good here. Probably running a little short on coal. But I am now starting to stack up on both of these machines, which means that this... Can I flush dark matter residue? Oh, I can. That's actually a good thing. We're starting to get some diamonds into here. And I've got 81 of these already. All right, we're doing good. Let's get these materials that I'm missing to do our Mark III blueprints then. And we should be good to go for some research. Oh, look at that. I've got 100 of these. And the fused frames are right below me here. Let's see how many I've got in my inventory. I've got 54 in here, so I'm going to grab all of those. And I'm just going to sneak down below and grab a few off of the belt. I needed 90 of them. Boom, boom, boom. Mark III of blueprints are a go.
Milestone reached. The Blueprint Designer Mark III allows for 20% increased blueprint size in all dimensions, for an overall 71.2% increase in volume. Sadly, I doubt we will see equivalent increases in your efficiency.
Probably true, let's be honest. Hey, copper powder is up to a point where I've got a full stack. That's a good sign, folks. We are making a difference with our train upgrades here. So that means I've got a whole 250. We're only a quarter of the way there with the nuclear pasta. That's okay, because we will be able to let that keep running while we do the rest of these components. This is loud, I apologize. I just want to watch it tick over. Oh, that uses so much power. And this just skyrockets back up. It's doing good. All right, we're finally got everything running here for that. My actual power consumption is well below grid. My potential or I should say my actual consumption is well below grid. My potential consumption is not that far off of the top line, so we might have to work on that at some point. Let's look at what the last run here in the MAM is going to need, or not the MAM, the hub. We've got one last Tier 9 research that we're going to need. And I've got all of this stuff except for the superposition oscillators, which we kind of sort of just got started. I forget, we looked in on this. How many did I have in there? Was it 30 already? 88. Oh, we'll have plenty of these in not too long. I'm not worried about it at all. 500 radio control units. Now that might be a little bit tougher. Maybe I will start stocking some of those in my inventory so that it can be getting uploaded for later. I'm not worried about the SAM fluctuators. The turbo motors is going to be a bit of a problem though. So let's go figure out what's holding up turbo motor production. I'm almost certain it's aluminum. It's probably radio control units or something dumb. Well, I guess I don't use them. Circuit boards. Oh, that's radio control units. Turbo motors. Supercomputers. Turbo motors. Motors. Oh, yeah. Why am I not surprised? What is the holdup on motors these days? I thought with all this copper coming in that I would no longer have a motor deficiency, but that's clearly not the case. It's still stators. That's full. That's full. Copper wire is a problem. I guess that these do use 40 per. Let's go look at our copper wire production, which should be right below us. That's right here. And they're all going to town. Right, well what happens if I just put another run of these in here? I've got plenty of copper ingots sitting here now. How fast am I using copper ingots? Not that much capacity. But we clearly need more wire, so instructors, left in, out. I'll put one more set of 5 in here since they do all seem to be running. Let's see how this does. Stop. Wrong buttons all over the place. Okay. Copper wire it is. We've got copper wire as far as the eye can see. So that's 60, 120, 180, 240, 320, 380. I'm doing math wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15, 20. I've got 20 of these making 30 per minute, so I'm making 600 a minute of our wire now. If I was keeping them full with the belts, which I'm not sure I'm quite doing. Got lots of copper ore flowing in though, which is good. And with the train having just come in, it looked like. I'm curious if we're emptying this stuff out now, in between train visits. Looks like we probably are. We haven't stuck around to make sure that the 2 trains aren't coming in like back to back and we're wasting a whole bunch of effort. I can always upgrade these belts if I need to, I suppose. In fact, no, because I can't process it any faster than 2 at a time. I suppose, though, there's a delay between the trains getting here and the smelters have a buffer in front of them. So let's actually do the upgrade here for Mark 6 belts to unload. I'm seeing them be empty right now. But that way, if I do start to run more ore in here, either through different trains or more trains, I don't have to think about all of this stuff getting upgraded. Okay, those are upgraded now, and this is also ore. I do both sides of this down here. Copper and iron got upgraded. Yeah. Let's see it. Love how these tier 6 belts look. Yeah, that's coming in with a full train car. And we're really blasting the ore out of here. So we should be... yeah, filling the buffer faster than we're using it, which is great. That's the whole point. And I just want to see when that other train comes back here. Or train 2. So hard to tell where they are. That's the coal station, so he's all the way on the far end. I guess I can just look at the map, huh? So this train is stopped at, I think that's Caterium. He's coming back. Yeah, I think we're good. This'll keep us with the stuff getting out of the train station for sure, though, with the buffer. Alright, enough goofing off with this stuff, folks. I am ready to find our next problem. Got a boost in our copper wire going on now. This was being split, or no? It's just running up to the top. Is it being split up here was my question. Nope, it's just running up there. Oh yeah, it is being split. Where's the other one going? Nowhere that it matters. 40, so how many of these do I have? 40, 80, 120, 40, 80, that's 240, 40, 80, that's 360, 80, that is 480. That's a lot of copper wire getting used up here. Well, either way, it looks like we've gotten this production more or less moving again. So let me toss these motors in there so that they go downstream. And hopefully this has gotten our turbo motors sort of kind of moving again. It looks like we are at least constructing in both of them right now. We'll find out if we build up a backlog or not. I don't think we will quite get to where I want to be. Turbo motors. We may have to figure out how to get more copper still. However, with all of this stuff done, let's take a look at our list. The next thing that we needed to solve today was more rubber, which is going to be going way over to the other base and reworking how we do our refineries. I don't know if I'm going to do that today or not. I'm still thinking about it. While I wait for that, though, I want to get at least one bit of manufacturing set up for the next spaceship part here. Space elevator part, excuse me. What is the name of that part? Just looking for a picture in the list here because I don't know what it's called. Biochemical sculptor. This requires a little bit of water, some assembly directors, fix it to trigon. Alright, I think I'm gonna actually, for once, not assemble these on the top floor. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here and build them right down next to where we're building these. Actually, am I already bringing these up to the top somewhere? I am. Where are these getting used? Right over there. Okay, let me go see what I'm using those for. Right here. Well, in that case, I've already forgotten what machine I'm building these in. A blender. Assembly directors. So if we put down a blender right here. Oh my gosh, I'm missing motors. Are you kidding me right now? These motors are the bane of my existence today. Half tempted to just go build a dedicated motor factory somewhere else that's next to just some iron and copper right now, and just train them in rather than trying to bring even more of those materials in. We'll have to see. We just need more copper. That's all we need. More copper. Lots and lots of copper. Okay. Let's try this one more time, folks. We are going to build a blender, and I want it to line up right with the back of this other building. How do we do this right here? Leave a little bit of space. That is what I thought it would have been. Okay. Technically, I need it to line up with the other input here, so let's reposition real quick. I have a hole in the floor right here. What was it I'm making? These space parts. Okay. Fix-it trigons. Right there. Bring this down. And I'm going to rotate this in on the back side. Splitter on here. Make this one the same way. go into both. Looks good. Now all I gotta do is bring some water up here from who knows where. Man, is that a long way to bring water. Production. Water extractor. I would like to bring it up over there, but that's... Oh, actually, why bring water from the bottom of the world when I can bring it from right up here? How hard would this be? It's kind of an awkward spot for it, but I'll take it. The layer is too long. Probably still gonna have head lift problems, but at least I'm gonna get it to where I need to go. Oh, the pipe is just too long there. That's alright. Let's see here. I want to bring it out here. Right up here. Just trying to keep it out of the way here. That'll work. Good enough at least. Water. Got some water, now I need a pump. So let's toss a pump Mark II right here. Get some juice. Now I've got more water than we know what to do with. This is not needing hardly anything too. Alright, I like it. I'm gonna put down, we're gonna do this the cheesy way because none of our space elevator components are being necessarily mass produced at this point, since we're still using all of the leftovers from the previous base to make them. I've already forgotten what I'm looking for here. These are the assembly director systems. It's not those. I think it's this one right here. Assembly director systems. So I'm going to grab all of these and bring them over there. I'm still going to need more of them probably, but I just need to get that factory back up and running here at some point. This is 100, 200, 300, at least 350. And I'm using one to make two, so I only needed 500 of these. So I might need another like 100, 150 of them to get to phase 5. I'm gonna just go take a quick look. I can't remember what was the bottleneck on them. It's the adaptive control units, which required the automated wiring, which we've actually used up mostly. Let me put this on down here. Copy that one, paste it. Let's tear this down. Okay. What do I need to make that adaptive? Nope, it wasn't called adaptive. It's, what was it called? Versatile? Automated. Automated wiring. Stators and cable. That's really easy to make. We can set an assembler up here to get that going again, I suppose. This just goes into my motor problem again. I'm going to tear down the box altogether. We're going to slap a assembler right in front of this. Don't need that many of them. So I'm going to just do the tried and true method of it's a 1-to-1 for all of this. Cable, stator. Well, the cable's 20-to-1, but regardless, this will crank a bunch of those out over a longer period of time. I'm not worried about it. We got a lot of other components to go. So that's 2 of the 4 Phase 5 components in production now. I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna put a chest out in front of this so that it keeps going, even when we forget about it. It's always nice to come back hours later and find out that you have all the materials you need, even though it's super slow. I was thinking, do I have any sloops? But I don't have enough sloops to double this one up. Okay. One more thing out of our way. Where is my nuclear pasta? I'm kind of curious how we're doing on that. 100, 250, 275. That's doing pretty good. Let me go see how much of this stuff we can drop off in the hub for the spatial energy research. That's not the one I need. So the crate over here, I should have 100 of these now. So it would just be turbo motors that I'm coming up short on. Yep, I've got, 100 of those. And radio control units. Grab a few more of those while I'm here. We'll see how far I get. I might be able to handcraft some of these turbo motors. Or motors to make the turbo motors. As much as I hate doing it. Wow, radio control units is a thing. SAM fluctuators. Let me just go downstairs and get 1,000 of these. It's there, getting crafted right over here in great volumes. I should have this chest. No. Where am I crafting them? There? No. Somewhere. They're definitely being crafted somewhere. Upstairs. In a manufacturer, that's right. They're getting crafted right here. I need 1,000 of them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Alright, we got him. We got some. Let me go check on the radio control units. I'm just curious if I've got a backlog of them in the chest that I can grab. Doesn't look like there's any in the chest, but there's quite a few of them on the belt here. And those are going into making turbo motors. Like I can just do this. They'll fill back in right away. All right. It's not going to be enough. What's slowing us down? Circuit boards. All right, let me go dump this stuff off, and we'll go look at circuit boards and motors again. We've got to solve these problems. 250 turbo motors is not handcraftable. No siree. Now I'm excited because I think we're going to finish up all of the objectives in the game here this week. We've been grinding on this for well over 100 hours now, I think. Let me, I think I can actually see that if I come in here. We're going to do a save. Yeah, 107 hours with the autosaves. So that's a fair amount of time here. All right. What do I need? I need motors and circuit boards. Ugh. This thing is not keeping up here. We've still got water problems. I'm gonna just go underclock our water. This is getting ridiculous. Flushing that out. These are sitting here because we're not using that, and we're not using that because we're too much water. And I did hook these up to each other, so this one here is getting underclocked by 60. Let's see what happens now. Or no, I want the one in the front to get. I want this one underclocked. I want the other one to still have its normal amount. We'll do it that way. All right. We'll see how it goes. Got to keep the aluminum flowing. All right, circuit boards first, and then motors. Because I don't know what I'm doing about motors other than finding more copper somewhere. Circuit boards, I feel like, should be a more straightforward problem to debug. I think it's just going to be adding another line in here to create more of them, which is easy to do. But I could get over there and maybe they're backlogged or resource starved, and then we got to figure that out. Let's see, it's right over here, and nope, that's AI limiters. Cooling circuit boards. All right. Quick wire and plastic. Well, I know it's not plastic, so I'm short on quick wire of all things. How much quick wire am I using for each of these? 37.5 times 10 would be 375. I'm bringing in quick wire right down there. All right. I see lots of quick wire. This one is the problem one. This is the one that needs to get more. Oh, I'm splitting this belt a few times. That's part of the problem, I'm sure. But also, am I just not getting enough deuterium? These are not burning deuterium ore. Alright, so we're not getting enough deuterium. Now, are we not getting enough deuterium because we're just not bringing it out of the train fast enough? I've got 2 trains bringing it in now. I'm going to go with probably. So I'm going to upgrade that to a Mark 6. Might not be mining it fast enough either, so I'm gonna solve both problems here. We're gonna start by bringing the deuterium ore upstairs faster. Stop, wrong buttons. Okay, Mark 6 that. Mark 6 that. Alright, I'm now getting more deuterium ore up to the top floor faster, so we're not wasting it. We've got a buffer. And with the buffer in place, let's ride on out here to our deuterium node. I guess I've only got the one node. It seems likely that we would be running out then. almost positive that we set this up as a Mark III node. I would think with 2 trains running, we'd be in a good spot. But if we're just not mining it fast enough, maybe not. Maybe I forgot to overclock this one. Love seeing 2 trains going. Alright. We'll start down at the miner. Oh yeah, we are overclocked. Is this a Mark III miner? It is. I'm only bringing in 600 ore per minute, which means I don't really need to upgrade this belt. So I might need to find some more Caterium. Let's take a look around real quick. Lakes, not so much. Well, that's a long way away from any civilization, as is that. Alright, well, we just have a distinct lack of Caterium right here. We may have to take a look at the map and find another spot to bring that in. Because we're using that for a lot of recipes right now. That's obviously not that great of a node if we're only getting 600 off of it as a Mark III overclocked node. Let's go see if this thing is emptying out fast enough. Yeah, train's just leaving. We're doing good on processing it. I don't think we've got any bottlenecks in the factory. I think we just need more. Good. I've probably got way more manufacturers for Caterium than I actually can keep full with the ore coming in the way it is. So I'm going to ignore that for a moment, and we're going to come back over here and look at our motor production, because technically turbo motors is the thing that we're the lowest on. Motors is all about getting more of the stators in here. And that is all about needing more and more wire. So let's go see, now that we've had this all running for a little bit, let's go see how our wire's doing. It does take a little bit for all of these to fill up. Yeah, this is running pretty good. We don't actually use that much copper to produce the wire. Do I have an alternate wire recipe though? Yeah, fused wire, but we have a Caterium problem, so while this would be amazing, I don't think I can afford to spend any Caterium on it. Are these all full too? Maybe we just put another line in. I've got the copper ingots, it seems like. Let's do it. It'll all balance out eventually, I think, if we do produce a little bit too much. Is that lined up there? It is. All right. I would say this is the one nice thing about how I designed and laid out this part of the factory floor is if we're coming up short on resources, I can just drop another segment in here without even really paying attention. I don't have to do a bunch of math. I just know that I need more of this, so off it goes. And I don't think this stuff is backing up in any awkward way. We're still able to process everything, so I think we're good to go. These two lines are all solid. It's just the statters that we need more of. Those are full. Oh, we are filling up. That's good. Yeah, I mean, it just looks like we just gotta keep it all going. All right. Well, I'm gonna stop worrying about this then. I think it's on its way to recovery. We haven't hurted any, at least. I just need lots and lots of turbo motors. My only question is I forget what I'm using them for downstairs. Maybe there's somewhere that I can grab a few of these from. They're just sitting on a belt somewhere, you know? So let me go see what they're being consumed by. And if we're going to be able to kickstart this production or not. They do look like they're backed up quite a bit here. What are these guys going to? Right above me here. Turbo motors are being used here. Well, we don't have any more modular engines, so I might as well steal from here. Well, there's all kinds of them in that belt. Yeah, that was almost 200 right there. Okay, well, let's see if that gets me over the goal line. Motors. I'm going to need radio control units then, but maybe I can give that production a shot in the arm here in a second. Feeling better about this. I really want to get this spatial energy regulation stuff knocked out here. But I suppose I should just go and do a little bit of searching, see if I can find an easy place to bring me more copper into the base here, since that seems to be our bottleneck, and a little bit more cerium. And I suppose I did say I need more rubber at some point too, but where are we at? Right now, I'm looking for more cerium as well. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Apparently, if I don't hit enter on this screen, it doesn't save. Gotta click off of it and then escape. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Gosh, I think we've done everything we can do on cleaning up this stuff. My phase 5 manufacturing is gonna get held up by just needing more of everything. We've got 40 of these already going. It's looking good. I suppose we could set up the next research too, because we technically have that one. It's the AI expansion servers. This uses like all of this stuff. Where do I have extra excited photonic matter? Is that what's coming out of here? Yes. So we're gonna build, I think I can just slap a quantum encoder down right next to this one. Pretty sure that's what it was being built in. AI expansion server. And we just need a little bit of all of this stuff. 4 per minute. At least it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Alright. I am going to put a splitter mabobs right here. It's looking good. Yeah, we're going a little bit spaghetti up on the top here at the end, but honestly, I don't feel like this is the kind of part of the factory that I need to build in a way that we need to expand a lot. All right, magnetic field generators. Well, let's just grab a little bit of all of these. I'm gonna grab one. I don't even have a stack of those. Grab the best part of a stack of each of these that I can bring over and just run these in by hand. I only need 256 of them. Gosh, I just forgot what the other component was. Oh, no, I didn't. It's the doohickeys I'm making way over here in the corner, which I have way too many of. Yeah. I might just run these over directly since they're in a nearby spot. Or I suppose I can just put down a storage box there. That going, and we'll just bring them all over here real quick. Do I still have versatile frameworks in the top of this? Wow, so many. Alright. We're gonna make a ton of these things real quick. Not real quick, nothing's quick. Everything takes time. But it is going now. And we're gonna run into dark matter residue problems. So let me just move these around. This way at least I can pull out of both of them. Alright. That's going. This is going. Just to make sure we're not running out of space. Get one of these going. Need to consume as much dark matter residue as I can. We'll just flush it. It's all good. We're good, we're good. Supercomputers might start to be a problem, it looks like. So close on the next for the last tier 9 research here. That's what I'm really mentally focused on. Go with that. Super awesome things. So we're making 5 per minute over here and consuming 4 per minute. That's not bad. Let me see if I can find a way to bring that over to here. And then I'm going to drop this up to the floor. And we're just going to pipe that on over there so I don't have to manage it. It'll be self-managing. That's the whole point, right? Got that one there. Where's my other one that I just dropped down here? Right over there. Okay. That way. Over there. That's one less material to worry about, and then I just need to bring this other stuff that we're making, the purple cubes, over here. What are purple cubes called? The neural quantum processors. Although, let's be honest, I only need 256 of these. I've got 115 of them already done. Alright, I'm just going to let it go. Next. What's next? The last bit is from research that we haven't done yet for the 200 rockets or whatever they are. To keep going. That's looking good. We've already got 56 of those, so that's gonna be a non-issue. It's this nuclear pasta stuff that we've been waiting on, but now that it's running non-stop, it seems like we're good to go. 100, 200, almost 300 of them. So I'm gonna need 700 minutes, 10 hours. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something to speed this up. We're gonna need a lot more copper. Okay. Well, at least we know what we're doing tomorrow. All copper. We're just gonna mass produce copper. It's holding up all of our factories. And there's none nearby. Motors, radio control units. Almost there. 4 more turbo units and 85 radio control units. What does it take to handcraft a radio control unit? All that stuff is doable. I do not want to sit here to do 36 of these, though. But what I'm thinking about, yeah, we're not sitting there for that, is what am I using? I'm using an alternate recipe for radio control units right now, but maybe I should be using a normal recipe. So we don't need to worry about the circuit boards. Or I could do like a normal recipe in addition, like kind of just get a temporary manufacturer going here. These are, yeah, going to town. I mean, I say that, but honestly, we probably should just fix our circuit board production. This is going. Although I guess I don't need that many turbo motors. Just steal that. I've got almost only 50. I was gonna say I should have 100 of these radio control units, but not quite. I'm gonna wait until this one finishes, and then I'm gonna steal the radio control units out of there, so I don't have the motor in the way. Turbo motors, that's 3. We need 1 more turbo motor. Steal those. Alright, here we go. We got 1 more turbo motor getting produced over there. I'm going to come over here so I can grab it off the belt when it comes by. I don't want it to go somewhere else. It's flying too. Got it. Alright, I just need circuit boards. Let's go build. How hard is it to build a circuit board? We're so close. I'm just interested in doing things manually at this point. How you doing, Farmer Trio? Oh, I got all kinds of stuff for this. Although this still take forever. Some of these recipes aren't bad when you want to just handcraft something real quick, but a lot of them are just not viable for any kind of a quantity. That's alright. We're going to go drop these motors in, knock off the last little bits here. I've got more than 50 radio control units. It's not going to be quite enough though. We might have to just bust out the last 20 or so. Yeah, less than 30. And I make 2 at a time. Alright, I'm going to bust a few of these out. I just want to be done. Tier 9 all the way. We're almost there. We're 29 radio control units away, folks. Not the most ideal way to crank these out, but I don't want to wait, and I want to knock this out right now. I'm impatient, I know. Awesome. Trio, you're going to be an uncle? That's fun times. My sister had 4 kids, all of them before I had kids, so I got to be an uncle long before I got to be a dad, and it was a lot of fun. Right, we're halfway there. Almost. I'm sure that the facility's been making a couple too. I could probably snag the last 2 or so out of the dimensional depot, but this is it, folks. This is our last technology to have all of the hub technologies done. I'm so excited. It's been a grind to get here. I'm looking forward to seeing what special achievement or whatever we're gonna get for this. 1 more. Here we go. All right. If I never have to hear that crafting sound again, I'll be very happy too.
Milestone reached. Instant travel between chosen locations will be possible as soon as the main and satellite portals are built and paired. Do not ask me how it works. Not because I don't understand dimensional dispersal theory and the cross-warp applications of liminal peer-regulated parallel fibrillator nanocells, for example. But because you do not need to know. You go in one end, you come out the other. It's a door. Thankfully, the construction of project part number 12, the ballistic warp drive, can be automated and requires no manual input from you, so I'd say we're relatively safe. If you disagree about my assessment of your capabilities, you are free to attempt a study and replication of either portal or warp technology. After you're done with project assembly.
Thanks, Ada, as always. Singularity cell. Nuclear pasta, like, I'm gonna use nuclear pasta on something like this. The rest of this stuff is pretty easy. Oh, I'd need that for Fixonium. Wow, these things are broken. Expensive. Okay. Oh no, I need them for ballistic warp drives. Yeah, we're gonna need more nuclear pasta, it looks like. If I need to make, save what, 200 of these? 5, or it's 1 to 10. So I guess I would need 10, 20, only 20 of them to make the cells necessary. Okay, that's not too bad. Still, this is a lot of stuff. I'm gonna need 200 of these thermal propulsion rockets. Did I build enough of these? You don't have any kids, so it'll be the same with you. Yeah. It's fun though. Being an uncle's fun. Thermal propulsion rockets. Where would I have been making those? Down here? How many of these did I need? Maybe I should be shutting this facility off. Oh, I think I've got plenty. This is 100, 200, 300, 400. And I needed... I only need 200 of them to finish this off. So these two facilities need to stop consuming stuff. Oh, and I was doing sloops in here. Hey, sloops are good. So let me turn both of these off, because I don't need them anymore. And then let me go put these sloops in a facility I do need a lot more stuff. Diamonds, if I'm gonna put them in something, I might as well move up the chain, put them at an end of a chain. I don't have supercomputers. That's a problem to deal with. Do I need, what do I need more? The dark matter crystals? Or do I just put them all the way out here on one of these? I feel like I've got enough of this stuff. Rockets. I need a bunch of these super oscillators. Gosh, I feel like I should be doing it here for now. Yeah, I feel like that's the best use of them. So I've got all the materials necessary to finish this out. Alright folks, I think all I need to do is drastically increase how fast I'm creating nuclear pasta. And we're going to be good to go for the last phase of the space elevator here. How much is our power grid hurting right now? So we're doing pretty good actually on power grid. Well then, what happens if I wreck the power grid by doubling our production? Yikes. We can handle it. Okay. I need copper. Everything needs copper. Everywhere. Everything everywhere. Let's get to it. I wanted to finish looking at our new recipes real quick here, see if anything else jumped out at me. Don't think we got anything else though. And then we're gonna go figure out where I can get copper into this base. Okay. We're gonna start with our current depot, because I'm not sure I'm bringing it back on the train as much as I could. If I can get over here before the train dumps, that would be great, though. I want to look in here. Okay, we're empty there. We're bringing in almost 1,000 items a minute now, which is great. I want to look in here. So we're bringing back a full train of copper every time. And iron. Ah, I didn't get a chance. I was looking for the caterium. I think this is caterium. Yeah. I want to see if this is full or not. And then I'm trying to think if I've got enough room on this track. Like, can I just bring a third train around? That wasn't quite full for caterium. I mean, that makes sense. It's only a 600 node. We need so much stuff. Well, let's go find... Copper's really the only thing holding me back, so let's go find it. 500 meters this way. I missed using the right jetpack. All right. We could slap down a miner and just drone some copper into the base. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I don't need them. Node is this? I can hear the spiders coming to get me. That's right down here. This is pure. All right, we'll get a whole bunch of copper out of this one then. So, production. I don't have... Oh, I do have the turbo motors for this. Perfect. Where am I bringing this back to, though? Can I just belt this underneath an existing path? Do I have any existing paths here? Not really. It's almost easier to just belt it back to the base from here. Maybe that's what we'll do. I'm gonna do foundations just so I can figure out where my world grid is. Three miner. Raiders back. And I think I'm gonna bring this up right here. Fuel does last a lot longer. I need a chainsaw. Get rid of some of these trees. Oh. Let's go. What's the easiest way gonna be here? Just, whoa, that drone really tried to get me. I could just run a drone. Let's do that. Let's not do an ugly belt all the way back to base. Let's run a drone. It'll be better. Oops. Oops. Oh, we're on the wrong map. Zoop. There. There. Okay. Drones. Drone port. Up there. Right there. Materials go in. Copper ore. Build a drone on the drone port. Missing a portable miner of all things. Every time. You build a bunch of them and they get used. Oops, wrong building. Special equipment workshop. Portable miners. We're just gonna use up all 20 of these plates in my inventory as long as I'm in here. Stop having to bring stuff back all the time. Okay, I lied. That's gonna take way too long. Build drone. And I was gonna overclock. Do I have power shards? How am I out of power shards? Oh yeah, I do. Like, we've got hundreds of them. 1,200 per minute. Awesome. Let's upgrade this to a Mark 6 belt then. I don't think our drone is going to be able to keep up with 1,200 a minute, but we'll start with it and see how it goes. And let me just put down our power. Getting ahead of myself here. And that goes there. Chainsaw, clear out some of the stuff in my way. Okay. Power pole. Player is in the way. Let's see, where can I steal some power from? Don't think I'm gonna reach up there. Maybe this one will reach? No. I don't have enough forward momentum. This jetpack is working, but slowly. All right. Now can I reach up here? I don't think I got the connection. Oh no, I did. Look at that. Okay, so wow, did my power consumption skyrocket? Why is that so high all of a sudden? It must be the variable power usage on some of those new buildings we put in, but as long as the power grid stays up, we should be good. Bionic, thanks for hanging out today and all of your help. I am excited. We're about to get the last little bits here going for Phase 5, and we'll be knocking that out next episode. Next stream. We're gonna just finish doing some cleanup here today. Get this copper running over here so that hopefully we're in a better spot on our production. Let me get this guy out, and we'll take a ride up to the top of the base now and set up a place for this drone to actually bring the copper back into. All right. Other jetpack back out. So we've got all of our other drones coming in over here. I might do the same thing just so that I can get the fuel running. Where does my copper go? Copper's actually right here. Instead of having two 120s or 1200s coming through here, I wonder what would happen. Can I steal one of these to run up into this? Well, at a minimum, I'm gonna bring it down right here, I think. So this one is a hole for this one. And I don't know if I even need this pole, but I probably do. But it's in my way. So I'm gonna get rid of it. And all my drone hubs are going to go down. That's unfortunate. I'm going to put this back here. Off center by one. That'll drive me nuts later. And wire is too long. Get it set up over here. Let's get another drone port going. Up like that, and that's probably, let me think about this for a second. I'd rather put it over here, to be honest, which is gonna be painful because that means I gotta move all this stuff. I should just, yeah, that's where I want to put it, right over here. Let me get this stuff moved. I should just sink most of this stuff. Now, drone ports. That's lined up this way, and I'm gonna center it on this. That's gonna go in there, and this is gonna come over into here. One, two, three. If I do ever run a second drone port in here, we'll have options. And I guess I should go in here. Gotta run this down. Oh, I put this one in the wrong spot. Should have left it closer to the wall. That's okay. Nobody will know. I hate when this happens. And I need it to hook in right here. So if I disconnect this one, bring this straight down like so. That should be good. This whole setup here is just going to get taken down. We're going to rely on a 1200 belt to get rid of the 1,000 items a minute that it appears I'm bringing in. And then up here, I've got plenty going in. This is, what do I call my ports here? Mega base copper. And then all ports, I have copper ore is going to bring into this facility. This needs to be hooked up to electricity. This says no drone. I see that drone over there is moving at least. This has got a exclamation mark, which is not what I was expecting right now. Oh, he doesn't have any fuel to get started. That's probably what's going on. I betcha anything. I forgot. Let's put the fuel in there. Let's jump down there and find out. No, I don't see a drone. Need to name that drone too. Oh no, there's a drone sitting there. Alright. Let's go find out if it's just a fuel problem. Yep, it's a fuel problem. Alright. Here we go. Seed him with some fuel. And we should be good to go. Now, what I'm curious of is if I could put 2 drones in to kind of like keep it moving faster. Like have one drone here and one drone on the other port and have them just go back and forth from each other. I think that's what we might do. In the meantime, let me get back up there and make sure all that stuff works correctly. I'll make sure that I actually ran it into the copper side of the equation here, not the iron by accident. That would be a big mistake on my part. Real quick before that all starts flowing into here. This is copper ingots. Okay, good. So while that's going, let's come back up here. Just curious how fast this is emptying out. Really fast. Let me build a drone right on this platform. And this port is going to be going to the copper ore. Alright, I think this is going to work out great. We're going to have 2 sets of drones going back and forth. We'll see how fast this goes. We're getting it all emptied out. I suppose I could just upgrade this on the off chance that it goes faster once we've got 2 going. So I can mark 6 this belt. And we'll mark 6 the conveyors. Go. That should go a lot faster. And then let's see how our train is doing. Are we gonna empty this before the next train shows up is the real test here. Let's make sure that we haven't wrecked the system. Where is the... Why is that one green compared to the other ones? I don't understand. Train is coming back. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. I'm not worried about it. Alright, so the copper's coming in and out, in and out. Drones are running. Incoming transfer rate is 376 items per minute. Although I think that averages over the last several runs. So we'll see what happens here as we get the next drone coming back. Oh, he's already coming back. Yeah, this is working out great. And he should dump a bunch of stuff in here anytime now. Yep, there it is. Alright, that gets us up to 700 per minute now that we've had a couple successful cycles. If that doesn't solve my copper problems, I don't know what will. Yeah, we're actually bringing in more copper than we're processing now, finally. Which is impressive, given how many smelters we got running. And we're finally backing up here. Alright, so if I'm backing up on copper wire, does that mean that all of these are functioning? Some of them yes, some of them no. Steel pipes. Really? Well then, one more problem to solve. I thought we'd solved our steel problems, but maybe we need to take a closer look here. Iron ore is a thing. Yeah, we're using all our iron ore still. We just need more. We use a ton of iron to keep these steel pipes producing. So that's unfortunate. I need lots and lots more iron getting created. There's only so much I can do though. And I've got this many smelters. These are not getting iron ore at all. That's got 43. This has 0. Why does that have 0 iron ore in it? guess it is getting them. It's just getting spread out. Okay. It's a manifold problem. I will accept that, I suppose. Especially because the buffer's getting cleaned out pretty quick here. Yeah, all of that extra stuff on the train and we still can't keep up. We need more. Okay, well, we will continue to work on that. I think next time, I'm just trying to think of what we got left to do. So let's look at our aluminum situation here again. Is aluminum backed up and not coming in? It is. You know, it's these little things like this that are just driving me nuts. I cut down our water production by over 60 water a minute, and I'm not getting enough aluminum here. What is going on? I can see the water pipes are full. I get why that's not working, but I'm underproducing water by 60 a minute. Which one of these was the one I didn't overclock as much? Okay, I'm underclocking it by another round here. We're gonna flush some water so everything can start moving. We'll see how this does. We're just gonna keep starving it for water until we get to a point where we're not overproducing water anymore, I suppose. Drop our bio stuff off real quick. The inventory clean. And yeah, we need the space elevator stuff going, so I was thinking I'm going to bring the space elevator over to the main base here now. We've kind of left it off in the middle of nowhere for far too long. Get rid of that pole. I'm realizing that pole was probably there to provide my jetpack with a point to get power from. So I'm going to bring a pole down here. Alright, and then let's go get that space elevator and bring it back here, or you know what, it's the final phase. Maybe we should just leave it there as a salute to the original base, even though the original base has been completely gutted at this point. Maybe that's what we'll do. Alright, I want to see how many of these components we're getting for the various spaceship stuff, so we're going to bring as much as we have done with us, and we're going to go drop it in there just to get stuff a little bit started here. That's not what I need, but I'm going to take it with me. Looks like my dark crystal production is backing up here. What is this supposed to be making? Superposition oscillators. But I'm piping them out somewhere else, that's right. Okay. Last but not least, we need those rockets. Did I set them up to build somewhere yet? I don't think I did. Manufacture. Oh, that's right. I need singularity cells. That's what we need. And we hadn't started working on those because we need the nuclear pasta for unlocking the nuclear pasta stuff first. How is our boosted nuclear pasta going? copper. Story of my life, folks. Alright, well, I'm going to dump this stuff in there just so that I have a visual representation of how far we've come. And then, I guess next time, I'm going to add to my list of things we need to do is more nuclear pasta. I think my deuterium problems are better. I think my copper problems have been solved. I need iron. We need rubber. Don't need turbo fuel anymore. We still have aluminum water flow issues that I'm trying to solve, and we need nuclear pasta. Alright, let's go drop these components in. These things have air brakes, right? Yeah. Transport. Do I have an Explorer? Can't open it. What's going on? There we go. That was really weird. Spend more time trying to get the inventory to the truck to open than if I just kept running. What do I got in these chests? It's been so long since we've been here. Aluminum, don't need it. More spaceship parts that I don't need. AI limiters up the wazoo. Oh, we've got a ton of the bio stuff. We'll take that in a second here. There's 300 of those. We are not even a third of the way through our nuclear pasta. That's concerning. We really need more. Okay. Well, now we know at least. And then what do we got up here? Is this even more? Smart plating. We made way too much smart plating. Interesting. What do we have in those containers? Anything useful? Don't need those. Ooh, quick wire. Quick wire we need. Or needed. As long as I'm here, I'm gonna double check one more time. We are overclocked. Alright, well, we're getting there. Turbo, I swear I took the turbo fuel off of this list. Why is it back again? Take this off. I need more nuclear pasta. Okay. I feel like half the time I update this thing, we have problems. Okay. I mean, I guess I could always do the same for iron with a drone if we really needed to. I feel like if I added a third train, it wouldn't necessarily add any productivity. Maybe. That train was waiting for him to come past, but I'm worried I'll get trains that are stuck waiting on each other if I have more than two trains going at once. Like, but what I'd like to do is have one train at each station loading, and then they all just kind of swap places, if you will. In order to do that, we might have to expand the track a little bit, like have it be 2 separate tracks rather than them coming back on a single track. I'm gonna put all of this bio material in the chest over here. That going. Okay, did I get it all out of my inventory? Looks like it. So, we need a manufacturer for rocket components. Rockets. Not called rockets, really called warp drives. Oh, my bad. And in order to do that, we need one for singularity cells. That's also a manufacturer. So iron plates are easy enough to come by. Concrete. Where am I making the concrete? Concrete's getting made somewhere in the middle. It's down on the first floor. Let me see. I think it's getting made right there. Looks like we've got tons of capacity to steal some. Yep. So I could run concrete straight down and over here to where we need to be. That's not a problem. The top floor is getting a little full. So what I'm thinking about is setting out manufacturers like up on this level here where I've got plenty of room. I'm gonna need motors. Of course I am. Let's make some motors real quick. So even though we've got all that copper and stuff coming in, I'm still not making enough motors to get them going into the quantum depot here. Unfortunate. Need 10 motors for manufacture, I think. Alright, let's try that again. And the nuclear pasta is right there. Alright, so if I wanted to drop some of that down and I put a manufacturer in right over here somewhere. I need to go so far off to the side, I suppose. What is running above me? It's the copper, sodium. There. Okay. Not ballistic orb drives, that's the wrong one. Singularity cells. Copper, iron plates, dark matter crystals, nuclear pasta. Let's go bring those dark matter crystals down real quick because I don't know exactly where they come out, but I know I'm backlogged on them. Or I was backlogged on them. Over here. I guess stuff started moving once I flushed the dark matter residue buffer. didn't need to be done again already. Diamonds are still the bottleneck here. Okay. I'm gonna split this though, so that I can bring some down for the other stuff. So let me do a splitter right out of here. That comes into there and comes over. And then this gets nice. Alright. Crystals it is. Crystals, plates, concrete. Those are the three things that I need right now. That's my manufacturer for it over there. So we're going to bring that to the back. I'm going to bring it down, I think, this line. Up. There we go for that. Alright. Need some power over here. So that's going to be dark matter crystals, iron plates, and concrete. Let's go grab that from down below. Oh wait, concrete is down here, right? Yeah, my concrete's right here. Alright, let me put, I always forget this. Let's put the holes in the floor first. That way I know where I'm going. And then I will run stuff that way. Let's go over here. There's two. Okay. I'm gonna point this one to the left. This one straight down. I think I'll be able to get my iron plates from one of these lines. This line. Those are screws, those are steel pipes, our iron plates way over here. Rods. Plates. Okay. Splitting plates here. Bringing them over here. Oh. Where's... well, those are my holes. Alright, well let me just put a splitter in here then. Splitter. And the plates come in. And then the plates come out. And I run from the other end so that I line up perfectly with my conveyor elevator deal. Connect. All the way down. One more time. Concrete will go faster. Alright. We might need to beef up iron plate production just a little bit to keep up with how many I think this is going to take, but for now, I think we're okay. And then up here, I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to split it. just make my life a little bit easy. That'll come out there, and then this one's got to come all the way down there. Now that we've got these nice Mark 6 belts, we can afford to just split single lines a little bit more than we used to. There is the concrete. Okay. For this one, because I think this is going to be a high volume push, I'm going to upgrade this to a Mark 6 as well as that. Alright. That'll keep us going. Let's go check in on that manufacturer now. I might have to do the same thing with the iron plates. But I'd have to be creating a lot more iron plates than we are right now to really worry about it. Okay, we got this one. So this is just needing the nuclear pasta now. And that is this one. I'm going to hook it up. I'm really nervous about actually having it use any nuclear pasta down here in a reasonable amount, but we'll find out. We'll find out. Okay. Let me raise this one up to the ceiling. Let me turn this one around. Oh, they're only off by one. That's okay. There goes all my nuclear pasta. So sad. We don't need a lot of it, though. So that's the singularities. That gets us most of the way there for the next step. So let me, oh my goodness, make more motors so that we can put the final manufacturer down here for Tier 5. We need like 8, 9 of these, 10 total for the manufacturer. Oh, I was hoping that we'd start seeing more of these come through the Quantum Depot now that we've got a lot more copper coming in, but we don't seem to be getting any more into our inventory for some reason. I guess the line is just never getting backed up enough. Alright, and then I'm going to put this manufacturer, I don't know, right up in front of the other one. Leave some space. Because this is going to need all those other materials from up top outside of these singularity cells that we're making. So it might make more sense to actually put this one up top because it's going to be a lot easier for me to bring in like the dark matter crystals and stuff. Although, bringing dark matter crystals in here somewhere already. Is that this one? It is. Okay, well let's just split it. We'll do it here. Splitter. Let me get rid of this. Splitter. Up to the ceiling. Then I'm going to need those superposition oscillators, the singularity cells that I'm making right here. Those two. These I can bring down in a box if I need to. Superposition oscillators. Let me put the power here. There we got lots of these singularity cells stacking up. Almost there. Got to get moving because you don't want to spoil. That's I appreciate you hanging out. We're just gonna get this building running, and then we're 10 minutes out from wrapping up myself today. And then tomorrow, hopefully, we can focus on getting all these resources necessary for actually building these in sufficient quantities. Maybe we'll go out and get some more sloops so that we can 4x all of our outputs. Superposition oscillators. Have a good rest of your day, though. Appreciate you hanging out on the stream. And I'm almost positive this stuff is all backed up. You know, I've really got to get some more manufacturers up here using up all of this excess dark matter. This was the superposition oscillators. Where are they going? Taking them downstairs to build something. It's to build these, I'm pretty sure. We've got 100 of them. I need a few more of these. Oh my goodness. We're almost there. This is another 60. I need less than 100 of these to finish. That's exciting. So if I'm already bringing the oscillators down, I'm going to go and just split that belt and bring them over here for the manufacturers. I got less than 10 minutes. I got to get this last input over here. Let's see. The nuke plant took way too long to finish. I feel you there. I did a little baby nuke plant, and I felt like it took forever. Let's do this. It's called Super Janky. Split it wherever I feel like. Up here. Let's get room. We'll run it on the one right over. And up we go. And there, it's all hooked up. One more component. Now all I need is thermal propulsion rockets, which I'm going to bring in a box probably. Let me go find them. Thermal propulsion rockets. Where did we make those? Right here. I can pipe those down actually. I've paused the production though, because I don't need to make more of them. And we've got all that we need right here. Stop. Go in the box. And we're only one floor down, so this ought to be easy. Keeping an eye on my time here. It's cold and raining outside. I don't think the kid would appreciate that I didn't show up to the bus stop because I was too busy playing video games. Here we go. This needs to come up. I'm gonna drop it below these other belts though. And I'm gonna do the unthinkable. We're gonna cut across rather than clipping through like 4 belts. Oh, look at that. It's good to go. I just need about 1 million more dark matter crystals getting created, which is great because I need to use up all that dark matter material. I think I just need a ton of diamonds, which I can do. We can bring more coal back from the far reaches. Diamonds go in to one of these is creating those right here. So yeah, I'm just gonna need another one of these and a whole nother diamond setup and we're all good to go. Everything else is producing. So, what is this again? Dark matter crystal. I'm gonna need 1x dark matter crystal, and then I'm gonna need 3x diamond, which requires 600 coal from somewhere. All right. That should about do it then, folks. I accomplished all the things we set off to do today, even if just by the skin of our teeth. We have all 4 of the Phase 5 construction up and running, even if it's super inefficient right now. And yeah, we just need a lot more materials in the base to keep all of these machines going, which is going to be the focus of next episode. I might do some hard drive hunting, some sloops, just to keep working on those. There's a handful of achievements on just getting a bunch of those collected, but the sloops will help with this manufacturing bottleneck at the end of our stuff, and hopefully we can get all this polished out, and then maybe either by the end of next episode or more likely on Wednesday, we'll be able to launch the Phase 5 objective. So stay tuned. Appreciate everybody that came and hung out, especially all the conversation and the suggestions today in the stream. And next time we will we'll be getting back at it here. But that's all for today. Ketterk out.